Hey everyone, what's up? This is Lady D, Donna Smith, and I am here on the weekend again with some grown folk conversation up close and personal with you, each and every one of you. And today we are going to start this groove off by talking about vulnerability. That's right. I think we all been there, you know what I'm saying? We all have been in situations as grown folks where we have been vulnerable. You know, you may have just gotten out of a really long relationship, or you may have gotten out of a very short lived relationship. And your heart has been trampled upon, you're hurt. You're feeling all swole with emotions and you just don't know which way to go and what to do and how to balance things and, who to turn to. You just don't know. And then you become vulnerable, and you have those who's out there looking and lurking and waiting on that vulnerability. They're waiting on that opportunity to attack, to wheel you in. you know, to kind of get all up in here because you kind of need some balance right then. You know what I'm saying? And they're waiting and they're lurking. And before you know it, you find yourself back in another trap of emotional bondage. You feel me? You find yourself back in something before you even knew it was heading your way. It might have even started off with a little lightweight date, maybe perhaps before that telephone conversation, a little this, that, and then pow, this person has found out all your weakest points. I mean, you have shared all your, hurts and, what was going on up in here, and you allowed them in, and you appeared vulnerable. So at that point, they went on and they saw an opportunity. And before you knew it, you were tangled up. Now, one would want to blame the other for taking advantage of the fact that they are now in this vulnerable state and they are hurting and they're puffed up with emotion. But at the same time, the person who is going through that has allowed them to enter in. They have allowed them to feel comfortable enough with, being there to be able to wheel them in and suck them in like a vacuum cleaner. I mean, who really is to blame? And is there anyone to blame? I mean, what should one do as a grown folk when you are vulnerable, when you are broken, when you are emotionally torn, divided, and weakened? What should you do? Should you just lock yourself up in a dungeon, in a bedroom, somewhere, and just not even be bothered with society? Not dating, not talking to anyone, not interacting with the opposite sex until you have healed? What's the trick? What is your suggestion for one who is going through a massive breakup, emotionally torn, weighed down, and just overwhelmed at the moment with hurt? What should they do? Because they have vulnerability written all across the forehead here. I mean, as soon as people see them, it's like, pow, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there it is right there. And before you know it, you're zapped into the net and the powers of those who are looking and lurking and waiting for that vulnerable little puppy that they can mold and take advantage of and sometimes even take to the bank. What's your thoughts, grown folks? What should one do when they're fresh out of a relationship and they're vulnerable at that time? How should they deal with that? We would like to hear what you have to say, what your thoughts are.